What are you doing over there? God. Alright, anyways. Hey guys, so this is kind of video I've been sort of dreading making for some time now. If you don't already know, one of my little dogs passed away recently. Now I did a community notes on this, and I was kind of debating if I should even do this little video. I thought maybe the community notes was enough, but I talked to a friend about it, and he said, he encouraged me to do this, and I think it might help. And I know there's some of you out there that, just want, you watch this channel because you just want to watch computer content. And I try not to interject my personal life into my videos too much, but as I've talked about the dogs a lot kind of recently in a few videos, and they are mascots of the channel, and they're kind of really intertwined with the channel, so I thought this was fitting. So first off, to everyone that replied on the community notes on this, thank you very much for your kind words. I very much appreciate it. So I think I just wanted to kind of do this video as a little tribute, as just to talk about him for a minute, because even though he didn't appear, neither of the dogs actually have appeared in my videos maybe for the past year or two. They did appear a lot in my earlier videos, probably the first 5 years of this channel. They appeared a lot. Now, the little doggo that passed away, his name was Poppy, and he's the one in the intro that's growling. And if you've watched the channel a long time and you remember back when I did computer reviews, basically on a bed in the bedroom, I used to call it the bed bench. They got on the bed a lot. They loved sitting on the bed, and they'd walk around in the background as I was doing the video. And he was the little stereotypical, like the typical Chihuahua, and he just every time you'd point the camera at him, he would growl. He was pretty old. He was about 17. He was a rescue dog, so we don't know exactly what his age was, but and he wasn't the face of this channel. My other dog, he's the one on all the thumbnails, and he's really the mascot. I never really intended the other dog to have anything to do with the channel, but he kind of picked up a little following. He was very spicy in those early videos, and so he did pick up a little following, and I do have people asking about him from time to time. Unfortunately, maybe in the past year, age was catching up with him. 17's a long time for a dog to live, but unfortunately in the past year, his back hip started giving him trouble. He wasn't really in pain, but he was just having trouble walking, and then just the age, and we think the vet said he probably had some kind of heart condition, and he was having a real hard time keeping weight on him, no matter how much we fed him or what we fed him. He was having a hard time with weight, but the vet said he didn't seem to be in any pain, and as long as he was like eating, drinking, going to the bathroom, and not in obvious pain, it was just kind of keeping him comfortable, and that's what we've been doing. Unfortunately, it was like late Thanksgiving, he completely stopped eating, and the next day on Saturday morning, or it was Friday morning actually, he just passed away. And it kind of sucks. It's been pretty hard for me. It's probably the hardest animal death I've ever dealt with, just because he's been in my life so long. He's been in my life, I think, like 13 plus years, so that's a long time. And it's kind of a situation where I don't know what his life was like prior to him being rescued. I do know he lived on the street under like cars for some amount of time, so gaining his trust was a very long process, and he did not like people for a while. Finally, there came a point where he let me like pick him up and pet him and stuff, but if you'd get in his face, he would growl, and he was very sort of, he had this attitude. It's kind of a Chihuahua thing. As he got older, though, he very much changed, to the point in the last 6 or 7 months, he just constantly followed me everywhere. And it kind of relates to channel, is because I was constantly, I don't really let the dogs in the computer room, and I didn't really want him in there because, with his age and everything, I didn't want him to pee on anything. It was getting a little bit hard for him to. It wasn't too hard, but you never know. He was getting to the point where he couldn't even lift his leg to go to the bathroom, so he just sort of stood there and peed. So I just thought it was best to keep him out of the computer room. So I was constantly like, shooing him out of the computer room. And it's just a little sad because every time I've been in there the past week working on a computer, I'll hear a noise and I'll immediately look at the door and think he's there wanting to come in the room. And it's just a little sad. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video in case you missed the community notes. Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately. That's actually the first time I've ever used community notes. I might try to use them a little more in the future. I'm also thinking my other dog here, Paco, he's the one that's all on the thumbnails. I want to try to find a way. He's been missing from my videos for quite some time, and I know some people aren't into the dogs, and that's fine. They're not the focus of my videos, but he is the mascot, so I really think he should appear somewhere in my videos. Maybe even at the end when I'm doing my final thoughts, I can maybe set up where maybe he's sitting or laying next to the computer. I don't know. I just think he should be included a little bit more in seeing he is the official mascot and all. So I've got to think about that. But yeah, so if you didn't catch the community notes, that's what's happened. I'm also thinking between the holidays and this kind of sad event, I might be taking a very short break from making videos. I think my channel's been around 5 years, maybe 6 or 7. I don't know. I'm thinking 5, but I think it's been longer now. And somehow the majority of this time I've been able to put out a video pretty consistently every 2 weeks. It's probably due to honestly, my low production values actually really do help me put out videos fairly quick. So I guess that is one benefit to having kind of low production values, but it even shocks me that I've been able to put them out so consistently. Every once in a while it will be like every 3 weeks. I think once or twice it was every 4 weeks, but it's been pretty consistent. But I think at this point I'm going to take a short break, and what I mean by like maybe after New Year's I might put out a new video, so maybe like a month. I do have a video that's pretty much done, but I was debating whether to release it because I didn't really get the results I was looking for. It's a bit of a mess, but I might put that one together and just put it out as kind of filler. It's an interesting subject matter, but there wasn't really any resolution to the video, so I might throw that one together and just put it out as kind of filler. And then maybe if things come together in the future, I'll do a part 2 or something like that. But yeah, so that's about it. That's just my little thing there. I guess this is kind of a little tribute video to him, but I don't really know how to go about doing that. I'll probably have some pictures of the little guy up there. But I want to thank all you guys for the kind words on the community notes, and I appreciate it. It's when you've got something in your life, an animal like a dog in your life for 13 years and it passes away. And he was integrated. Like I talk to him and seen him every day. So even if you're not like a hardcore dog person, something that's so intertwined with your routine, it hurts when it's, ripped away from your life. And so it's been a bit rough. But yeah, I'm a dog person. I know some people get pets. I don't even know why they even bother with a dog, because a dog is so, I don't know, it becomes so integrated with your life. But some people will get a dog as a pet, and it's just kind of there. They love it, but it's just kind of there. But when you really care about the animal and it becomes so like intertwined in your life, it's rough when it passes away. It's like, it takes a little bit of your soul with it. So I'm just feeling a little, I don't know, something's missing. I know what that is, but it's just, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I really miss the little guy. So, and when I started this channel and I decided to have my one dog as its mascot, I knew one day, I was like, if this channel keeps going somehow, the channel keeps going, he's going to pass away one day. And I've always dreaded doing, the video, and I've always been like, do I keep him as the mascot? Do I keep his face on all the thumbnails? Because that's going to hurt when he passes away. I'm going to have to constantly look at him, and it's going to remind me. But I don't know. I guess that's a question for another. He's still around. He's still here. He's in good health. But yeah, poor little Mr. Poppy passed away last Friday. Well, the Friday after Thanksgiving. So sucks. Anyways, thank you all for listening, I guess, to this little video on the little guy. And again, thank you for the kind words of those that have said kind words. And I'll be putting something out maybe, but I think I'm going to take a little short hiatus until after the holidays. So thank you all for watching my videos and this continued support. And I hope you have a good Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year's. Thanks, guys.